Welcome back, guys, to Click Reacts, episode 2 of Reflections.
Hi, guys. Episode 2 is where we are going to delve into the fact that some songs expand way beyond the video that we do. We do reactions and then we try and keep them condensed, and then we go off and edit them and stuff, and we end up having conversations and stuff like that afterwards. And we don't really dive into what the songs meant to us. They're cold reactions. So this episode is hopefully to try and kind of get that out so we can discuss a bit more about some of the videos that we did and the reaction, and kind of go into a bit more depth with it, especially like as we talk about grief and things like that. It's kind of, we can then go into it a bit more and sort of go into the details.
Get to hear more what actually happened and stuff.
Yeah, so this is going to be like a podcast sort of style that we're going to try and do. And yeah, so we'll just get straight into it.
Go for it.
Little notes on our pad here to go into some of the songs. So one of the songs that really stuck out as a reaction was I think it was Dean Lewis or something like that.
I think you're right.
How Do I Say Goodbye?
Yeah.
You talked a lot about your mum's passing and stuff like that. You have a sort of different experience to me. You managed to actually say goodbye to your mum.
I did.
Do you want to talk through that?
So the moment where I was able to say final goodbyes is the worst thing you can ever do. It's nice that you get to see your mum, yes, but to actually say bye on a sudden notice without even realising you've got to just say goodbye is the worst feeling to ever do. And I'm going to go slightly deeper into it as well. So when the moment I had to do CPR on my mum and get to the hospital and they say that your mum's around, she's come around, and there's nothing you can do. She's going for a brain and chest scan, and then we get called to go and get some stuff from TAN. Then come back. That point, when we came back, it was the point where I was saying bye, and I didn't realise I had to say goodbye at that point.
So that song really sort of crept in then, because obviously there's a lot about, how do I say goodbye and stuff like that. And I guess you go into a bit of an autopilot, and
you do.
You're in a weird position. There was things going on. You were told to kind of go and do your own thing for a bit. And so my story with my dad is a bit different to that. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye already. I mean, it was instant pretty much. Well, I did get to say goodbye. Obviously, you get to kind of go in and say a bit, but they're already gone. That was a weird thing to do. But that sort of thing of going for tests and stuff must be weird, because your brain is kind of like dissociating it a bit while you're having to go on and do other things, whereas I was just kind of in the moment with it, where you're kind of telling me that you were distant from it for a bit. That must be
to know that my mum was on the monitors keeping her alive. So I just told my brother, just keep an eye on the blood monitor. If it goes up, that's your mum. If it's not, it goes. And all I just saw was the blood pressure dropping. Until the point that it was 0, I knew that was it. And that was the final bye I had to say. But the night before, to say normal, to talk to your mum then, that was fine. There was an odd things I was going through where I didn't think something was right because she was not walking right. My dad had to help her from the toilet and stuff, like to walk back to bed. And that threw me out then. And then getting a cup of tea was the last time I spoke to my mum as she was awake.
Wow. Quite hard then.
Yeah.
So you had signs then that she was starting, something was not quite right.
Days before, she was throwing up.
Yes, yeah.
So I don't know she never said anything. I don't know what was
Well, your mum was quite a
Stubborn.
stubborn, strong character. So I get that, like why she might not have mentioned anything. So I guess then that song did just creep up, right? Even though it's kind of in the name of the title and stuff. How do I say goodbye? But the lyrics to it obviously must have meant something to you because you got quite emotional in that one. The one I got emotional in was the one recently that we did, which was Ren Money Ties, which I genuinely thought it would just be about like money, economic crisis or something like that. So that one really snuck up on me, especially when he started talking about his sister, because the age gap is similar, and there was so many similarities in that song to me and my sister that it kind of freaked me out a bit, and I got quite emotional. My sister passed away. If you've not watched that video, my sister passed away last year. It was October time, so there was a time after that where we kind of went a bit quiet, so that kind of explains that, and I didn't really go into it. I said there had been a bereavement in the family.
Yeah, you did.
And then this song kind of just hit me
Out
out of
of
nowhere of like talking about his little sister and how much we loved her and stuff like that. And it was like, whoa, where's this come from?
How do you process this?
Yeah, and that's the thing with our channel. You know, we are trying to do blind reactions, and sometimes you're so in the motion of it, you kind of forget to react because you're caught up in it.
You don't know what to say. How do you respond?
And then you go, oh crap, I'm recording to kind of show something or stop and talk, and you just kind of get stuck in the moment. And them sort of songs, they replay on you, and we have conversations after that. And
all the time.
We talk about it, and we talk about what had happened.
And that's not getting filmed.
Yeah, and it's not getting filmed. So this is where we kind of want to just delve into more about it, of how we felt at the time. We're not going to do every video. We're not going to critique everything. But, you know, the ones that stood out to us, and that one stood out mainly because it was recent, but also because of how raw and out of nowhere this song kind of just took me. And the same with you with the How Do I Say Goodbye? It kind of just creeps up.
You've just got to go with the punch, go with the flow. And it's difficult when you've got to do that.
I've got little prompts here. And one of the things that I want to say is that these sad songs connect us. You quite easily go into why is this happening to me, and forget that other people have these shared moments.
You do.
I listen to sad songs and kind of use them as my little therapy thing to kind of move forward. And I quite like the fact that you kind of know, oh, it's not just me. And somebody can turn something heartbreaking into something quite positive and creative. It's an amazing talent
to do that.
And it gets us talking about things. And that's what this channel is about. It's about getting the conversation and a community out there that feels seen and heard.
Yeah, that is the benefit why we do this, to get people talking. So you're not alone. If you've got stuff on your mind and you need to tell people, but you don't want to tell like family members or friends, this is the place.
Yeah.
Feel free to just tell your story.
Talk and open up. That's what we want from this channel. It's what we set up wanting to do, is have a place where people can feel seen and heard, and, you know, just again, watch us and go, damn, they've been through it as well.
Yeah.
Like, I feel seen. That's what we want.
They're true guys, like natural true guys.
Yeah.
Not false, not faking anything, just actual true people.
You don't expect to have these big reactions sometimes to them. Some of them do come out of the blue, and it's not always about like the best vocals or anything like that. It's just the meaning behind the stories of what these songs are trying to say, and we resonate with them. We've been putting off videos where we don't kind of click with it. Would you want to see more of them videos? That's a good question to put out to you guys now. Would you want to see the ones that don't really hit with us? Because they're equally as important, but we just kind of not put them in because they're not connected. But, you know, if you feel that you want to see these anyway, please comment below and we'll have them put up.
So
So a lot of the songs we react to do tend to have a story. They express pain, honesty, grief, and things like that. But we don't always react to them. We try and put in some
Mix
that
it.
are a little bit more positive, chirpy, just to break it up a bit. But mainly our channel is about the
meaning.
the inner conflict
Yes.
and the meaning, as AJ says, the loss, the family. So
That's it.
that's why we did it. That's why we set up this channel. And what we want to do is we want to turn this into something positive. As this video is going out, we were aiming for the 1K. And what we want to do is we just want to keep growing. And we want you guys to grow with us and obviously to be a part of it. So what we want to do is create a community of some sort.
That's all
That's all we're trying to do. And what we want to do from these episodes is create content for it. And one of the things we kind of we were talking about is in this episode, we're kind of just filling the void almost.
Yes,
we're just
we're
chatting and stuff. But what we want to do is tailor the episode to what you guys want. So if you want to see these kind of videos where we delve in more, what kind of content would you want from us? Do you want to ask us questions and we answer? Do it like
That would be
Q&A?
nice.
Do we pick out one song based on
Yeah.
a poll, or what do you want to ask us and know about is kind of what we want to do.
That we need to
Yeah.
know. We need the feedback so we can sort of see, okay, this is what you would like to hear from us.
100%.
We go from there.
Because we want to tailor this and make it ready. A thing for you guys to actually want to watch. Not just our reaction channel reactions, but also this where we kind of just delving in a bit more.
And you get to know us as people, not just as people just reacting to AJ and JT reacting to reactions. You're getting to know us as people like
Yes.
Shane and John.
What we thought we'd do is just give you a little bit of an insight of what happens after the video. So we tend to do four videos
usually,
in one go, don't we?
We try our best.
We have a unique way of doing our videos in the fact that it's almost like a streamed live thing, and then we take it, edit it, and then put it up in that sense, because it's not always easy that we can get together and do these kind of videos with work commitments and things like that. So what we do is we jump on a call and I stream the video over to you,
and then
but we try and condense it. We've only got a certain amount of time, and we don't want our videos to go on too long. We want to try and get a few videos done in one go. So what happens is we do the reaction, and then we have a little moment and we talk a bit more about it, and we don't have the camera running on this.
This is the only part that the camera don't run on.
And we continue a conversation, and this is to continue that conversation, really.
We say more after the camera's stopped.
Sometimes, yeah. And I think we show a vulnerability in that when we do that we don't necessarily show. So this moment could be that we can keep the other ones condensed, but this one is where you can start to ask us more about it. So, you mentioned this in the video. Can you expand on that and things like that? So that's what we want this to do. Ideally,
it'd be nice if we can keep doing more of these, because then you get an insight of our lives and stuff.
Yeah. So what we tend to do is we'll do these 4 videos, and then we have a list, and we are working through like
the
people's stuff that they recommend. We have recommendations, and they are on the list, but sometimes we up the priority of other ones and things like that. But just know that if you've requested a song, it is in the list.
It will get done.
We'll get around to it. So one of the things we wanted to talk about is the fact that it's weird. We're showing a vulnerable side to us on a camera. Yeah. In some of the videos, we get upset, and
as you see,
I cried, and then you kind of think, you're reacting, and do you recognise that the camera is there when you're doing this? Do you hold back a bit, or how do you...
When I'm at home, if I'm reacting to a video, it's different to when I come round, like as we were doing now. If I'm round John's, it's slightly different, because then obviously he knows me from a long time, but to be vulnerable at that moment is harder to be vulnerable at home in your own space. It's slightly different.
Yeah, I think that's the unique thing about the way we set it up in doing it like a sort of live stream kind of thing, is the fact that AJ's in his own house, I'm at mine, and we're in the comfort of our own place, and we can kind of feel comfortable in that. If AJ comes here and we start doing a video, he might suppress how he feels because he wants the comfort of his own home. So I think it works personally. The way we do it. If you want the real, honest, reactions from us, that is the best. Comfort. We give it that kind of vibe. And I think it works. I don't know if you've noticed, but we've tried to up it now in the way that we do it. The production's slightly different in the layout, a bit more editing, but I think it works. I think it's actually quite nice.
From my view as well, my camera, I was doing it on my phone, so you'll probably see my phone footage of bad quality, and now you're sort of seeing the better quality. Before you did see good quality, then it went to my phone, then back to...
So that's one thing we kind of want to segue into at the moment. There is absolutely no pressure at all, but one of the things we want to do is build the content and become better at what we do. Absolutely no pressure, but we have put together a super thanks, which will be on these videos.
Do it if you want to.
So if you want to support the channel, you can do. You don't have to. The support enough is just subscribing, liking, commenting. But if you want to give a little extra, there is super thanks on these kind of videos, these ones that are going to be more like podcasts. And also, you might have noticed we're wearing merch. We have set up a shop, and the shop is, again, just a little way for if you want to support the channel in any way, you can buy a t-shirt, wear our brand, and also you'll be putting back...
I'll show you the back.
And he's going to show you the back. So you got click react on there. So what we want to do is we wanted to set up this, so if you wanted to support, you can do, and we can put it back into...
to the channel, and you get to be a part of the Click React.
Exactly, you're joining the community. We're creating something special. We're almost at the 1,000 as we're recording this, and what we want to do is we want to keep progressing, keep doing what we're doing, and if we get further, the percentage there's going to be a percentage of anything we earn eventually. I think every year we agreed to. At the moment, because we're not big. We're not claiming to be big YouTubers or anything like that.
I never will.
We were going to take a percentage and put it into charities. So, like mental health charities, the Stroke Association, diabetes, anything like that, we will once a year put into it. If the channel was to grow at the rate we want it to grow, we would obviously do more, but we want to give back a little bit as well.
That's the best way we can support you lot.
And the thing at the moment is we kind of want to make sure our quality is there, and then anything extra we can start putting out to charities and supporting, and we're really passionate about that. So we hope we can get to the stage where that happens.
We're diving into the realm of podcast type of thing. Would you want that as a thing on the channel? As obviously we've got our reactions, you got to reflect, but this is sort of like diving into more like a podcast type of thing. But would you want that, guys and girls, a podcast where you get to see the real us, even though you get to see the real us on reactions, but you don't get...
But you get more.
Yeah, more from you us. Get to ask questions, properly ask questions.
Yes. And that's what we want to do, whether that's a live setup or
anything
pre-recorded. We don't know. We're just we're shooting the breeze at the moment with it. That's what this is about. This Click Reflect is just us. You're getting to hear what we kind of talk
and leave
about.
your feedback. This is why we're doing this. Put your feedback on what you want to see from us.
100%.
Do polls on, so then we get a rough idea as well. We can see, yes, you want this. No, you don't want that. It helps us out.
Yes. Just being here is part of the conversation, and that is massive help for us, and that's what we want. So thank you for your support. One of the things we want to do is we do want to call out a lot of comments that we get. We get a lot of personal comments where people are expanding on what they get from the song, and what we want to do is we want to include them in these segments. going forward. We did it in the last one, but it was more it was more about the channel, but we want to actually share stories and create a conversation of where we can relate to it, or maybe not relate, or offer advice. We never ever claim to be therapists. We're not
No.
that. We're just two mates that have come together with a love for music, known each other 30 years.
Damn. 30 years, isn't it?
36. We knew
Sometime.
each other about the age of 6. So a long time. It's depressing how old we're getting. So one of the things is the fact that it could be seen as we overshare on our videos. I personally don't think we overshare, do you?
No.
Like, I think we're honest and open. We tell people about the stories, and I feel like for the channel of what we want to set up, we have to be
If we're not
oversharing.
honest and oversharing, people that watch the videos are going to think, oh,
We don't want to just react to stuff and then like, oh my God, this blows our mind kind of thing, which, sometimes they do. Like Ren has a way of doing that, but our channel is more about the honest conversation. It's more about the conversation we have after
being real.
and than the reaction itself, because we're not going to over the top react to
No,
anything.
I'm not into that.
What you see is what you
That's
get
it.
with us, and it's more the conversation and dialogue that we have during the reaction about things. And not all of our reactions are going to be sad. We like to balance it with something happy, and which is weird because, as I say, we film 4 videos in one go, and one could be really sad, and then the next one's really happy, and we have to like change.
And then sad
And
again.
then sad again. Keep that in mind, and it is hard sometimes to go from a sad one to a happy one and then be like, whoa, I don't know how to react to this kind of thing. But we're learning. This
That's
is the
it.
thing. It's good. We're keeping it balanced, and we're trying the best to do it that way. And it works. It
does.
works for
It
us.
does
Just
work.
jumping on a call at night and, going through a couple of songs. And
Sometimes when we're doing these videos, doing our reactions, it's late at night.
it's
not
really
early.
late because we were trying to fit it in.
Yes.
And that's the
minute.
thing, anything help we can get support wise, like just commenting and stuff, gives us content that we can kind of expand on and,
That's it.
keep the channel going in different ways. So, we're extremely thankful for
We
that.
are super thankful.
We just say what we want to say, really, and we talk about the stuff. And, I actually think this is really good what we do, because we're two mates and we are honest and open with each other. But what we tend to do is, we might play a game or, come round for a tea. We'll put the world right talk and stuff. What this is doing is it's giving us a time to bond, but also over something that we can relate to in like grief and things like that we might not really touch upon together. It's forcing the conversation,
forcing things out that you don't want to be talking about.
And I think that's good. I think that's healthy for
it
us.
is, because sometimes you don't want to talk.
Because
about it.
we could easily just kind of go in on ourselves and not really open up to each other, and we talk about the superficial things like, I can't wait for Grand Theft Auto to come out.
Like
And
random things.
you're not really talking about the things that shape you as you go on. So this is like a new dynamic to us,
It is.
really, in that sense. I mean, we do have them conversations, but it's giving us context of something to continue, which is really interesting.
And it's healthy.
It is
to do
healthy.
that.
It is healthy to talk. It's healthy to let the moments of wanting to cry out.
Just don't bottle them up.
And that's what we wanted to do with the channel, is if you can see us vulnerable talking about the stuff we've been through, hopefully you can do the same and feel that you aren't going through it on your own. And you feel like we're in it together, kind of thing. As I say, we don't claim to be therapists. We just claim to be people that just, want to chat about it. And that's what's important.
If you've lost anyone, those sad moments that you have is just unexpressed love. That's all it is because you can't express the love to the person that are there. It's just an unexpressed love that's no longer you can express to that person that's alive.
100%. I do love that quote. It's Andrew Garfield said it on an interview, and it's brilliant.
It's so true.
Because you do. You can't help but show emotion to stuff. And I think that's where the real comes out.
Because you can't express your to them no more, because they're no longer there for you to communicate.
Exactly. And I do think music gives us a way to have a conversation about that and express that, And I always find it amazing how someone can take a heartache or a grief moment and turn it into something positive. Like
Lovely.
create some art out of it is amazing. So what we're also doing is appreciating that.
And I've done that with my mum's tribute song.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you wrote your own music and stuff.
That's a hard thing to do.
So as I say, there's no pressure in the community side of helping support by the super thanks and the merch. Commenting, subscribing and liking is all amazing stuff. And as I say, if you want to help the community grow more, if you can comment below what you want us to react to, how you want us to do these videos, that is massive in the help, and we're really thankful for it. So, what song stayed with you, gets the emotion out of you, comment below. We'd love to hear it. Please comment below and any suggestions and stuff. It's all massive help, and that's what this is about. These will come more structured as they go on. So, little side plug and stuff. This is all new to me, this being on camera business.
Yes.
And it's weird. It's different. But AJ's got a couple of accounts extra. Do you want to plug them?
So I've got 2 channels alongside as well as this channel that you're seeing now. But I do have AJ Phoenix, which is reactions, unboxings and vlogs. It was gaming. It's still got gaming on it, but I don't do it on there now. My main gaming and live streaming is on my AJ Phoenix Plays. So been doing this for 10 years plus now. So yes, this camera business I'm used to.
Yeah, he's used to it. I'm not. I have actually also got another channel with my partner Jess. We have set up a vlog channel it's called Happily Never After. It's a play on the spooky Halloween stuff because that's what we like. And it's our trips to Disney World.
Yeah.
During Mickey's Not So Scary and also Horror Nights at Universal. So if you want to go check them out, our channels will be in the description below. Exactly, that's more so ours is just for mainly us, but if you want to subscribe and see, it's there. It's more for us to just kind of have these moments.
Just want to say, the reason why I started YouTube in the very first place is to look back at all your memories. It's actually like a vlog. It's all your memories that if you forgot something, you can look back. Oh, I remember doing that. And that's the number one reason I do this, really.
I think as well for us with the things we talk about, and how the music makes us react to certain things, there's something quite nice in the fact that we go back and share that moment of what we're feeling in that time. Because time is a weird thing it goes fast. It goes fast and you have ups and downs. But when we're reacting, that's one snippet of a moment that we can go back and go, I was quite down then, but I'm feeling better. Or, it might be the other way around. I hope it's not. But, it could go that was a good day and I feel a bit down now. How do I get back to that?
So I'm just going to touch on this. As well as number one, the reason why I did it as well, it's like 2 number ones. If I can put a smile on someone's face that's going through a bad time, I'm doing my thing right. That's all I want to do is put smiles on people's faces that are watching this video and any videos that I've ever done. That's my number one core to this, really.
This month is a year for us with this channel. We set this channel thinking we may get some views, maybe get 10 subscribers. We're close to that 1,000 now in the year. And that's amazing for us because our approach to this was always if we can help one person feel seen, we've done it.
That is it.
Thank you for coming on that journey with us.
The world.
So hopefully you've enjoyed this. Hopefully we can expand on this and you can help us with that. Please comment, please like, please subscribe. And if you want our merch, you know where to find it. It'll be in the link below. This is just a little corner of the internet where we're trying to create something, and we hope you guys can come along with us and hope you enjoy it and we can expand into something new.
It's nice that we're doing this. It gets you to hear us as we are, even though you see us do reactions. You're getting to see the real true us, Shane and John, not just AJ and JT.
Yeah, I'm hoping that like having these where we feel like we're just talking to each other and to the camera together feels a little bit more connected than perhaps the videos
Just the reaction.
do.
Yeah.
So you are getting to know us, and if we build this into something where we got questions and stuff, you're part of it as well. You're coming into the videos
Makes
and
it
having
more.
your say on things, and we can actually have a good conversation together.
And if you've got questions for John or questions for me, it'd be nice, because then we've got that feedback to go back to you guys, and that's what we'd want.
So just to recap, thank you guys for joining us on this video. This is where discussion continues for us, and this is what we're going to hopefully continue with these series of videos. If you liked it, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to see more, and comment below, and we'll catch you in that next video.
Take care, guys.
See you later, guys. Bye.